Oh, how I just love when I hit the pause button that it just keeps going. Oh well. Oh, my nose is itchy, of course, because that's how we start streams now. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hello. I'm a practical eccentric, and I'm here for Dinkum. So let's get the volume up. Actually, I need to see my audio mixer to make sure. Is that right? Feels about right. All right, that's good. All right. Hi. You know, it's funny. I've got a lot going on right now. And usually when I feel like I'm got a lot going on, it's a little chaotic. Like starting stream is like, oh crap, what do I have to do? What did I forget to do? What? Oh no, I forgot to push this button, that button, whatever. And that sigh I just had was like, oh, this is relax time. So I got a lot to do in the game too, but like, oh. Anyway, I've just been going. So let's go ahead and do the quote of the day and a little story time, and then we'll get into the Dinkum shenanigans. All right, breathe. The quote of the day is time flies. It's up to you to be the navigator. And that's from Robert Orban. And the reason I picked this quote is because I have a huge checklist that I am working on right now. And that's because I have a work trip on Tuesday. And it was a holiday on Friday. And I had a 4-day weekend. And I was like, okay, you need to sit down. You need to write out all the things you need to do, because I had a bunch of stuff that I needed to get done for content creation stuff. I still have some stuff I need to do, but that's okay. But I've been trying to really compartmentalize all of the checklist, because the checklist is stuff for the house, stuff for the holiday, stuff for the next week, stuff for content creation, stuff for my trip, and then stuff for work. So if I think about all of it all at once, it's going to get overwhelming. So there were several times over the last 3 days where I'm like, today is not the day for that part of my checklist. I cannot focus on that stuff because I have this stuff to do. So Thursday, I was focused on getting... What did I get done on Thursday? I got quote of the day all edited and ready to schedule. I also recorded the first of the 2 videos that I need to get completely edited and scheduled for next week. I have some posts that I want to put out, some community posts, because I'm trying to get better about making sure I do community posts when I cancel my streams. And then I have shorts to fill in gaps of time. And that was for Friday. So for like Thursday, I was like, okay, I need to focus on quote of the day and filming. And then Friday, I need to focus on shorts and prepping for the holiday. And then like Thursday, I also had some prep for the holiday. But then I also have to, and then I can start doing like things like making sure all of the laundry is washed, because the laundry goes into the category of me leaving town and needing clothes, but also all of my family needs to, well, not all of my family, because my oldest does all of his own laundry now, but like I need to make sure that everything is washed and cleaned. And then there were things from cleaning the house, from holiday prep. And then also we used, some towels and a big sheet for the yard for, people hanging out outside for the 4th of July. So that had to be its own load, because of course it had grass and dirt and firework residue and, ash and stuff like that. All stuff needed its own load. And then whatever the remnants got tossed in last night, like, the pants people wore over the last couple of days after I did all the laundry, the dress I wore on the 4th, things like that. It's like, okay, all that can go after this stuff. So it's like, this compartment of stuff needs to get done, but also like a piece of the next compartment, and then, you know, keep doing pieces of the next compartment. It's, you know, like almost like braiding, like I'm like French braiding, you know, where it's like you're braiding a section and then you add a few extra little pieces in, and then you're braiding more and then you add more pieces in. And so today I still have the last of my content creation stuff done to get done. I need to do some voice recordings. I need to do the final edits, and then I need to schedule them. But both of those videos are now recorded. Like, their first stages are already done. After stream, I'll do my voice recordings for them. It'll be the first time I actually do 2 of those at once, because I actually have to release, usually my decorating videos for Dreamlight Valley come out on Mondays, and then my Dream Snaps come out on Fridays. Well, I won't be here for Dream Snaps. Dream Snaps and decorating will have to swap Friday and the next Monday. So I'm making, you know, I knew this was happening, and I knew it was coming, and then, like, I don't know, a week ago I was like, oh, I really have to, like, figure out how I'm going to tackle all of these things. So, of course, I made, let's see, where am I? Made a list of, like, this is Friday, this is Monday, this is, you know, all of these days, and this is all the stuff that needs to come out. And then I counted up how many things I needed. Let's see. I needed I needed to do 2 Dream Snaps at the time. One of them is the one that has to happen when I get back in town. So the one that already posted for this week, which we're over halfway through the year. I'm so excited. I haven't mentioned that. I keep going, oh, I should mention that I'm more than halfway done. You know, stuff like that, where it's like a regular, like almost a challenge. I struggle with that kind of stuff because I feel like I'm never going to be able to fully commit and make it all the way through to the end. So I'm really excited that I'm more than halfway through. Like, that's a big accomplishment for me. Oh, hey, Silver Breeze. How are you? Oh, well, thank you. You know, I don't always write down all of my stuff, but like, I really had to do it because I had so much on my to-do list. So I technically have 2 Dream Snaps that are affected by this trip. I had 2 decor videos. I had at least 4 quotes of the day, 7 shorts, and 2 community posts for YouTube. And I was just like, this is a lot. I need to really break it down. And I had so many clips from streams for shorts that I was like, oh my God, I've got to get into like machine mode. Which I made it through about 15 of them in my first chunk of that. So that's more than enough for my trip time. But now I've figured out like a rhythm to get through them. So hopefully the rest of them that I do will be easier to do now that and I knew that was going to happen. I knew like if I could just sit down and do like a big batch of stuff, that it would help me like do that repetitious learning, you know, where it's like, okay, this is becoming easier and easier. It's just in like a crunch moment, as opposed to I'm breaking that process out over time. So anyway, I still got all my trip stuff to do, and I actually finally broke out my tape measure to make sure the suitcase I am using for my trip fits as a carry-on, because that was like wheedling at me, and I'm like, you're not working on your trip stuff. You're not working on your trip stuff. That's for Sunday and Monday. Like, you can get, but I finally broke out the tape measure because I'm like, you're just going to let it wheedle at you until you like stress too hard about that. So I did that part, but not stream contents, mostly on YouTube. I mean, like, I'm doing edits and I pull like this section out. I do a quote at the beginning of my streams. And so for people who like just that chunk of stuff, I break it out, and it's like I do a quote and then I do a story about why that quote spoke to me that day, that night, whatever. And then I also take clips out that I think are funny and I post them as shorts. So that's the kind of stuff that I pull out of my streams for the YouTube content. And then I also have a couple of series that I do related to Dreamlight Valley. One of them is a decorating series because I don't have a lot of confidence in decorating. It's not usually my favorite thing to do in games like this or Dreamlight Valley or The Sims or, you know, any game that has like a decorating component. It's like usually the thing that I worry, like I don't do that much with because I never think I'm going to do a good enough job. So I'm like challenging myself to do more of that. And then the other one, if you're not familiar with Dreamlight Valley, they have a weekly like photo challenge, and they actually reward the currency in that game that you can purchase with real money. So just for participating, you can get some, they're called moonstones. But you know, the better you do, the better people vote on you or whatever, the more moonstones you could get out of that. And so that's another thing I struggle with, is participating regularly, but also like worrying that my stuff is never going to be good enough. It really doesn't matter. It's more about just doing it and like trying to just get better at least at doing the thing. So those are the things I do over there. And I do multi-stream. So I am streaming currently to both Twitch and YouTube as we speak. So anyway, I don't know if that you needed all of that explanation or not, but there you have it. So anyway, the thing I'm really appreciating in like that navigation part of the quote is just like, okay, you know, I can plan my full trip out, like the trip of work that needs to get done, but then I have to like, okay, we're at this point in the trip, you know, like we're at this section of the trip where I need to make sure I'm focusing on these things that need to get done, but not forgetting that there's a next step and there's a next step, and I can kind of add that in as I go. So it's been working out really well. And, you know, I've got today and tomorrow, and then Tuesday morning I have to go to the airport. So we'll see how that works. I still have to write like a game plan for next week while I'm out of town. But that's a whole, that's, you know, that's either later today me or tomorrow me. All right. Let me get my things on my screen so that I'm not distracted by weird audio stuff. If I can see my audio meters going up and down, it makes me think there's something in my periphery that I should be paying attention to, and I don't need to do that all stream. Okay, there we go. Mostly. There we go. Okay, so... Oh, thanks. I'm not going far. It's a work trip. It's the first time I'm going to fly by myself. It's the first time I've flown since 2004. And it'll be fine. It's just, I have to fly and then I have to take a bus because the place I'm going doesn't actually have the airport. So I have to go to the nearest major city and then take a bus and then get a shuttle to the campus. I'm taking a class for work. It's for professional development, which is great. I'm really grateful for the opportunity and all of that. But it is one of those things where I think even if I had flown more recently, I'd still be stressed about it, just making sure that, because it's for work, you know. But thank you so much. Hope you're doing well today. Man, just talking about all that stuff I have to do is just like, okay, what are we actually focusing on? We're focusing on regular Dinkum stuff. So I've gotten to play a little bit since streaming on Thursday. And I've made a lot of progress for... I wanted to get my next set of brews out to make them better brews. Whatever, as opposed to the tea, I want to make them the brew. There we go. That's the terminology. Good for me. But I've been focusing a lot on the flattening of the ground where the rentals used to be, since now the rentals are moved. I've measured out the section for the expansion of the farm. I finally figured out what the hell my problem was with the sprinklers, because I had not been putting them near a water tank. So it was all user error. It was totally my fault. I was like, oh, damn, now I feel really dumb. But, you know, that's how we learn and grow and laugh at how ridiculous we are, you know? So I'm going to need more iron. I know it seems like I still have a decent amount, but if I'm going to do this farm expansion, I'm really going to need to make sure that I get back in the mine and just push for iron. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with doing that. It'll be nice to kind of break it up because I've been so focused on what I'm going to do about the moving of the rentals that it's going to be good to get back into, you know, some of the resource grinding stuff that I've been not doing. I got my bottle brush stuff. Oh, God, what the hell was that? I got my bottle brush. Why am I doing that? I don't need to do that right now. Just realized why I needed something else out of my box. Okay. My bottle brush situation. I finally got all of the... I needed to cut down to get more seeds so I can make sure that it was full over in my orchard. So that's good, good, good. Kind of want to take you out. I don't really want flowers here. And it's interesting. I'm assuming... I don't have to just cut it down. I can harvest them? I didn't know that. Well, there we go. Fan-frickin-tastic. That's amazing. I'm totally into that. Okay. Hey. You gonna eat right away? Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome with the grass seeds, though, because I've been dying for a reliable way to get the grass seeds. So the fact that I can harvest them like that is awesome. All right. Wow, I'm going to get over my excitement for that. I had to go buy more food because I was actually running a little low. So everyone's silos are filled again, so I don't really have to think about that too hard for a bit. And the bird is the only one that was needing pets still. So I'm going to check my menu just to see what I... like where I'm at with that. Full hearts. Hell yeah. That makes me feel good too. It's nice. It's nice when you finally like max a thing you've been working on maxing for a while. It's like, yes. Check that off my list. So my farm is kind of a mess at the moment. I'm not going to do anything with it until after all the crops grow over there right now, and then I will work on actually expanding, which gives me the time to go mining. So that works out. It's really nice. I don't have to have, like, it probably won't be perfect, but, you know, there won't be this, like, long wait period while I was like, oh, I shouldn't have really planted things yet. I should have waited. But I wasn't really thinking about it when I planted them. I was thinking about, it's spring, get potato seeds quick. Because I didn't get potato seeds the first spring. So, all right. All y'all are good? Go take a shower. Silly bird. I do want to start working on flattening this area next. Especially for the pleeps, because I want to get them a, you know, a water situation going on. And I should be able to expand a little bit because I have, what, three wide section here that I can expand into. So that's really good. Excuse me. Apparently I've got a frog in my throat. But I already got my second water tank. I already have marked my perimeter, like the corners. And I've already got all of the scarecrows that I needed for the rice area up here. And all of the water tank area here. I just need to, once these are done, I can move my water tank over to its forever home. Well, forever for now home, because as we have repeatedly seen, we think we're going to expand and then we do, and then it's like, oh crap, this is still not big enough. All right, what do I have on my person? Okay, I gotta go put stuff away. Ooh, my knee is giving me problems though. Okay, milk. And wool. Okay, probably gonna wait to do a mine run until tomorrow. Man, I need to get an expansion going on for my workshop area. While it's been good because I've just, You know, I kind of made it as big as I felt like I could at the time, but I'm starting to butt up against wanting more production because, of course, now that I have more animals, I can make more stuff at any given time, you know, like, and I'm going to make the farm bigger, so I'm going to be able to have more stuff to make foods with. You know, it's just, you know, it's like a leapfrog situation. Like you know, make one thing bigger and then, you know, you have to make the thing behind it that, you know, the thing you just improved relies on bigger. So then it jumps over and then you have to make the thing big. Anyway, you know how leapfrog works, right? My metaphors aren't that weird. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to put my tape measure away. That's not where my tape measure lives. And I'm going to put my ranching tools away. I'm going to look at the bulletin board and see if anything is exciting over there. I didn't do any trapping. Oh, and, ooh. More stuff. I feel like I should go ahead and get some more gotchas, too. But I might want to prioritize quarries, too. Because I've got some room. Like, I could put quarries all the way through here. Until I figure out how and where I want to expand my quarry situation. Okay, what do you have? Ingredients. Oh, a mangrove stick. I can totally do that. So, oh, I need to put my gotcha dinks back in its box so I don't spend them by accident somewhere else. I can go visit Franklin today. I can go visit the bank. I moved the wishing well. Trying to think what else I've done. Do I want to look around my farm a little bit? I don't think I need to. I need a mangrove stick for John before I go. That's what I need to do. He just wants one, right? What's on my to-do list for today? Plant 3 wild seeds, find some buried treasure, and catch 4 fish. That's the thing I'm going to blow off the most. So maybe I should just go ahead and catch the fish. Ooh, thank you. Thank you for that. Do I need to do anything else? Go ahead and do that while we're here and I'm not using it. Okay. Oh, nope. That's really not what I wanted to do. Ooh. Hey, what you doing, man? Oh, okay. So I went ahead and made the upgraded trap, the iron trap, and I'm not impressed. I feel like there must be something to it that makes it worth the resources, but nothing I could glean from my initial experience with it. And I did like a basic, like kind of skimming type search to see if there was a reason. And it seemed like the reason was that, it, you know, you didn't have to damage the animal as much for them to not break out, but it didn't seem so significant as to warrant the resources. So I was thinking about making a whole bunch of iron traps, but I wasn't impressed. So if there is something I am missing about the benefit of... Oh, shit, I'm sorry. The benefit of making iron traps, then I would love to know, because it did not seem apparent to me. Oh, you little shit. Somebody else. Ugh. I'm doing terrible at, like, fishing right now. Can you come actually fish here? That'd be awesome. Wow. And then you do it like that, like a jerk. And then I'm all in a panic. There we go. I was like, please, God, let me get it. Oh, hey, Misty Vale, how are you? Oh, she's got info for me. I gotta, okay, hold on. I'm having terrible luck with the fishing. Goatfish. I feel like I've gotten that before. Okay. The iron trap can also collect animals from every side of the collection point. Oh. On half of the... Okay. Alright. I still don't know if that makes it... I don't know if that makes it worth the expense. At least not in this moment. You know what I mean? Like, maybe later when I've got iron ore coming out of my ears and I'm like, I can make everything! Maybe. But, like, right now, the traps I have are doing what I need them to do. So I'll just put that on the back burner. As far as, like, crafting. Which is fine, because I've got so much other stuff I need to focus on that, like, iron traps we're already kind of low on the list. God, I'm having a terrible time. Okay, come on now. There we go. Maybe if I'm not running my mouth, I can actually catch some damn fish. Doing great. Expense early game is negligible, and later, yeah, agreed. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. That is nice to hear. I feel like there's so much negativity going on right now that it's just like, please have nice moments every once in a while, people. Like, just remember to, like, appreciate and be positive occasionally, because, man, doom spiraling can get out of hand quick if you let it, so... That's good. I just need... Do I need one more? Okay. So, I told my husband that I'm really tempted to take my controller on my trip. I really have, like, content creation work stuff that I really would like to get done. Stuff that I never make time for because it's very time consuming and, like, I have to, like, keep track of stuff. So I've actually, surprise, made a spreadsheet to help me keep track of that. But it's hard to make time for it. So I'm like, I'll have like 4 evenings all to myself, you know, unless they get consumed by stuff for work because this is a work trip. So that's my plan. But then I'm also like, I bet my laptop runs Dinkum, and if I bring my controller... Like, I feel like if I don't bring my controller, I will be less tempted because I don't like playing it on the keyboard and mouse as much. But then there's another part of me that's like, but you could take your controller in case you get bored of doing the tedious stuff. I'd do it. Been trying to get out of it. Been trying to get out of a funk. Well, good. Hopefully you're getting a little reprieve today. I feel like the last 3 days, as though, I mean, although it's been super busy because I'm doing all this different, like, prepping stuff and, you know, checklists, making sure I've got, like, all of my ducks in a row for my trip. It's actually felt better. Sometimes action can just feel so much better than the planning stages because you're actually getting, oh, damn it, I need that. And it's 3. I need to stop yapping and get my ass into town. And then we can see what else to do. Okay. But like just actually, okay, I've got the plan. I'm doing the things. That, for me at least, feels so much better usually because then it's like, you know, you're actually making real tangible progress. So, and it can get me out of that funk a lot of times. So, I know not everybody works the same, but, you know. I do appreciate it when it's like, okay, this feels like relief. Thank God. Oh, no, I don't want to... Oh, yes, I do. You can have all of this fish that I don't need to cook them. Okay. And then I need to... Wait, it wasn't John that needed the stick? Okay, I'm not going to think about that right now because I really want to make sure I get over to Franklin and so I don't miss out on any recipes. Okay. I thought about starting to make a daily checklist for this silly game. I haven't made a spreadsheet for this game yet. But there's part of me that's like, if I put a spreadsheet up and then I just like, before I go to bed or like after I go to bed, maybe if I make myself a little list of all the things I want to do the next day in game, Maybe it'll help me focus. I mean, theoretically, yes. Okay. Ooh, a beach bar. What is that? Ooh, like a little... Oh, cute! Okay. Oh, yeah. I already have that recipe. I'm so excited about that recipe. I can't even tell you. I can craft it now that I don't need it. I'm trying to work on a series of videos and got super excited and record like 15 hours of footage. Holy cow. Only to realize your sound was on and could hear me talk. Oh, you couldn't hear me talking. I'm assuming couldn't hear you. Oh, that's such a bummer. I'm sorry. I have totally done, I mean, not quite the exact same thing, but similar type things where it's like you're all excited, you're going and you're doing the thing, and then you realize that it was like your settings were wrong. Oh, so devastating. Well, don't let it discourage you too much, you know? Because there's always another chance. I actually really hate when I do that kind of stuff, and then when I record again, I'm just like, I don't even know if I've said it this time or the times before that got screwed up. Like, am I actually repeating the right information, or am I omitting some stuff now? So, oh, could hear you. I was recording to do a voiceover. Oh, your dad's TV in the background with him sneezing. Oh no. Ah, that sucks. Even so, like it's still like that same kind of thing where it's just like one piece of it means it's all kind of has to get scrapped. Still devastating. All right, so I moved my wishing well and I finally flattened this area. I have a feeling that this is either going to become my town, like just my town center or just my bandstand. I kind of like the idea of the town center, honestly. Okay, I want to look at Sheila's, which means I really should have been on my bike still. And then I moved my wishing well, and I actually didn't put it in the center of the island I moved it to. I really wanted it to be over to the side because I really kind of want to make it a little wild over there. Ooh, just wheat? Do I want to sell her my wheat? I don't know, maybe. I'll think about it. But I put the wishing well over here, and I'm really thinking about like a path here and then like kind of a path going off here to the right, and then maybe like, you know, like making like a little space where it looks like people could like picnic or something. But I really want to surround everything in the mangroves because they're so dense. I don't know. I have this picture in my head. I don't know if I can execute it, but it's all deserty right now. And I'll have to give up this ore situation if I do that, because I'll eventually have to cover this in like more green looking stuff. But that's definitely not on my top of my priority list at the moment. Aw, thanks. Yeah, I have ideas that sound good in my head, but the execution part is what stresses me out the most. I actually, even though I haven't done the paths to the rentals yet, I actually just like the fact that the rentals are kind of in the middle of wild area at the moment, because that's not the button. They're down here. So the fact that they're kind of out in the middle of their areas, I just like the look of it at the moment. I think I do want to run some pathing though, just because I think it would look cute. I think I'm definitely going to go for some more rustic stuff. But that's going to be an exercise for me, because I am very, like, I love patterns, I love geometric shapes, and making things look kind of natural doesn't come easy to me, so, but I like how that stuff looks. You know, when other people do it, I'm just like, that's so cool. I would do that and it would look like a pattern. I might do some stuff like that island where the town center is. I might I didn't give whoever a mangrove stick. Who was it that needs it? Oh, it's Franklin. Damn it. But I was thinking almost of making this look more developed. Because I feel like that makes sense for a town center. There's part of me, it's like, turn it into like an octagon or a hexagon or something. And then there's another part of me that I really like this weird shape. And this is how we overthink everything. In case you don't know. I don't need my bike for Franklin. I can just run around. I'm yapping it anyway. This day is just kind of cruising on by because I'm just running my mouth. Not surprising. Okay. Good afternoon. I did that thing for you. I forgot it was you, but that's okay. We're here now. You're welcome. And thank you. All right. So I should have some mine passes already. Do I want to wait until a Saturday to go? I might want to wait until the Saturday to go. Just so I can make sure that if I do like a town run again tomorrow, that I didn't get to the bank. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that sparks a memory that I should go do something else over here. I could go ahead and trap today. I haven't trapped for 2 in-game days. Because I've been so focused. Look at that. Look at how plain that looks right now. It's good. Oh. Do I have the pathing I want? That's what I could do. I could go do some pathing stuff. Yeah, you know, when you have too many options and you just like, I don't even know what I want to do first. This is why a checklist would be helpful. Okay. So I kind of want to just run it up there. I thought about making little stairs too, but look how cute it is just sitting there. All right. I want to run the path down from up here. I haven't played with stairs yet, so I could do that. And the question is, do I actually want to run a full path, or do I want to make it like just a single? Let's just make it a single for now and see how I feel. But I tried to make sure that when I moved them, I put a couple of them like on some elevated places so that if I wanted to, you know, make some tiered situations. I'm thinking about putting like a little dock in the back or something, like a little deck or something. I've been poking my head into some people's decorating inspiration stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should make some stairs and see how I feel about the stairs. Some pine trees with flowers, make it kind of hidden. Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely thinking about like cabin rentals, you know, like that are just kind of tucked in their own little spaces, but still near, you know, because that makes sense to me. But I also was in, I think, some of Sarah's, and she's like, I love a good lined path, and I'm like, yeah, I can relate to that. And I might do different, like a different thing with this section here just to make it look like a little porch or something, but for now this will work. And I've got the stuff. So look at the stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Don't rebel, nose. When I feel kind of bad, my kids and my husband both got chewed up for the 4th of July, and for some reason I only got like 2 bug bites. I don't know what's up with that. But I'll take it, because usually I get eaten alive. Yeah. But yeah, the different trees idea is a really good idea. Alright, you guys. Oh, sorry! I'm sorry! Don't run on my path. Where are you? There you are. All the... What are those? Crickets? Grasshoppers? That is something I still haven't made time for. I also thought about doing that. Like, if I do take my controller, so that I have something besides just work to do, that I could do something like that, where I spend some time fishing and bug catching, because I make almost no time for that stuff. I made a... Okay. I don't need to double check it. I know I did the thing. Okay. One more. And then I can go check all of my supplies and get myself set up for a mine run. No, I'm not doing that today or tomorrow. I'm doing it on Saturday so that I can make sure that I have enough time to go for a visit to the town. All right. No, god dang it. I hate it when I do that. Like, fling my pathing to the side. Yeah, and this one's really close and it doesn't have as much space, but I also thought, like, it's kind of like a corner lot, so it's not... Oh, I haven't rearranged any furniture yet. We're not going to look at that. But, like, it doesn't seem like it's got as much space, but I could do something, like, with this whole end over here if I wanted to. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do with it. We'll see how long it takes me to make up my mind about any of it. Ryan Menorah. Some awesome decorative ideas. Oh, okay. Boozy Loomer. Yes, I haven't... I've watched Jersey do other games, because I was told that I was not ready. I mean, that was when I first started playing. So I've poked my head in some other Jersey stuff. Where are my notes related to this stuff? Well, that's Dreamlight Valley notes. I need to do some desk cleaning soon. That was for... What was that list for? Okay. But you've mentioned a couple others. Boozy. I haven't heard of Boozy Loomer yet. Like, maybe I've seen the name, but not recommended? Yeah. Yeah, he seems like that's, like, his main focus, is decorating. So, yeah, people like that, like, I've watched some Sims people who are, you know, that's, like, that's what they focus on the most, is the decorating. And, like, it's impressive, but it's also really intimidating. Like, I will never be able to pull that off. But, yeah, making things like that smaller is usually helpful. And that's, eventually I will get to that stage. Like, right now it's like, okay, this is how you make a cute little park that's like a 10 by 10 square. I also don't know if I'm gonna eventually do, like, the fake buildings in this game. You know, like the full-on dirt printed town building kind of situation. But time will tell, you know? I've also seen some stuff about people doing pixel art, and it's like, it took me a while to do that in Minecraft, but I did have a good time doing pixel art stuff in Minecraft, so. But I haven't even poked my nose in creative mode. Now that it's official, too. Okay, I'm going to drop all my crap off. And I need to plant these wild seeds, so I might as well just do that. There we go. And that's all of the tasks for the day. I'm not planting any plants in. Hold on, let me pause while I think about all the things I could possibly do. I've already gone to town and given Franklin his thing. I'm not going to worry about gifting stuff right now. That feels like a lot to add into my plate right now. And I don't think I'm going to sell my wheat to Sheila. I could go animal trapping, and I could go deal with my orchard. Those are the two things I think I want to make time for before I end this day. Boozy is amazing, so chill, and loves, like, UFO conspiracy type things. Huh. She has so many crop circles and military stuff on one of her islands, but then she does, like, cabins and retreats, too. Oh, that sounds like good inspiration, particularly for my rental situation. But yes, Jersey is on my list. for when I feel like, okay, I'm ready to be blown out of the water, you know, like intimidated. I mean, although Sarah's stuff too, like, and she did like a series where she went and some of it was her own stuff, but then she's also like, and now I'm partnering with this person and I'm going to go show you their island. And I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see. Orchard first because of the stamina situation. No. Do I need stamina for just regular orchard stuff? I don't think I do. I needed it to deal with the bottle brush, but I'm done with that now. So, whatever. That's all right. I don't know what the best way to do that. I want the harvest thing so bad. Please, please, please. But I still don't have a reliable way to get Berkonium. Steph told me that I needed to collect 100 keys and get a diving helmet out of the caves. This is much more difficult than it was in my previous orchard. I did this with anticipation, though, that I'm going to eventually get that harvesting thing. So, I'll just have to cope right now. All right. Oh, what the... Don't harvest the tree that's right in front of me. Sarah's so good. Whole Dinkum community is super nice. Yes. I agree. Well, and Steph also recommended that I go start looking at stuff in the Discord, which I did. And I'm definitely got some inspiration out of that. And then I've seen, you know, some of the same ideas repeated in various ways across different people, which is lovely. It's lovely that people can inspire each other without people starting to be like, that's my idea. You know, I avoid that kind of stuff anyway, because I'm just like, it's a lot of drama. I felt like if I ever was big enough to inspire anybody to do stuff, that I'd just be like, please take my ideas. Just please take them, because you might end up doing something that inspires me back. And, you know, I think that's something that I like about humanity, is when we build off of each other and inspire each other, and that's how, you know, things continue to improve over time. All right. Do I really want to do all of this? Maybe. And you think you're being thorough, and then realize that you're totally not. Alright, this is like the better angle. And I still missed that one. I still missed that one on the end. Dang it. Oh, and this one on the... Stop. Oh, goodness. Well, and then I was... What did I... Oh. Dang it. Okay. What did I see that was coming out too? So Sem and Bama were in my stream on Thursday, and Sem brought up... No, Bama brought up that she had gotten a copy of Subnautica, and I think the Sub-Zero. And then Sem had mentioned, oh, Subnautica 2. And I was like, oh, yeah, that the frozen one. And she's like, no, they've announced Subnautica 2. And I was like, uh-oh. There's too many games. And there was another sequel coming out that I was just like, oh, no. Now I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's a blessing that I don't remember what it is. Oh, no, it was Power Wash Simulator 2. I was like, uh-oh. Because I don't play those games all the time, but sometimes I just get in a mood where that's all I want to do is just zone out and do like a simulator game like that. And I did that with the first Power Wash Simulator. And actually there's some DLC for that I haven't gotten yet. Like an Alice in Wonderland DLC. Something else. And I was just like, I don't really have time. But also, occasionally, I want to clean everything in a video game. Kind of like there's a couple of like bookshop and library, and I haven't watched a ton of content about it because I'm like, don't make yourself want to play a new game. You already have a new game, and you're getting ready to play as like be in an alpha of a new game in September. Like, but they're like game enablers. They come in and they're like, hey, there's this new game. And then you're playing a lot of games I don't play too, so I'm just like, I have to be cautious. Because it's like potato chips. Yeah. Power Wash sequel. You're scared to play the first one? Now, I will say, Subnautica, if you have fear of big, deep bodies of water, it is an experience. My husband wouldn't play because he does not do big, deep bodies of water. Like, those freak him out. And then, of course, the fact that there's things in the big, deep water. Oh, we got on that tangent because I was mentioning that another game that I have now played the demo for, because you guys are all playing it, is the Planet Crafter one. I played the demo. I was trying to tempt my husband into playing it. I was like, you know, if we play this together, I can justify getting into it. But the architecture in that game reminds me of Subnautica a little bit. Although the gameplay sounds like it's much more peaceful. Although, even if it wasn't peaceful, I could see my husband playing that because he actually really liked the building in Subnautica. He just didn't want to be in the water with the things in the water that could get him, you know. And it's one of those kind of survival craft where, you know, it's the environment's hostile. So, you know, you have to keep pushing the boundaries of your equipment in order to get the materials to make the next upgrades and stuff. So, you know, when the hostility is air underwater and also creatures that attack you while you're running out of air, it creates a very stressful situation. I had a great time playing it though, but I like that kind of stuff. And water doesn't bother me. So I always play the water levels if we play a game where we take turns, because it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers him. And my favorite like entertainment genre is horror, so I actually enjoy that kind of stuff, but it's definitely not for everybody. Planet Crafter's amazing. That's what I hear. Do you have that fear? Be swimming underwater and look up and get scared? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, like, you might be able to watch somebody else do it, but you would probably still get stressed out. I don't know how many times my husband was like, as I'm pushing my limits. But yeah, like, and I don't know, I feel like I compartmentalize it a little bit. Like, I don't think I'd want to be in that situation in real life, but it's different than in a video game. For me anyway. But like, it's still intense. I happen to enjoy that. Like, one of my favorite games of all time is Alien Isolation, and I would not give anything to be able to experience the first time you really start interacting with the alien in that game. But like, if I could feel that feeling again, I would do it, because it was intense, but it was fun. And I've seen people quit at that point where they're like, nope, can't do it. And, you know, that's fair. To each their own. It's an intense moment. And it really doesn't go away. I think it just keeps upping the ante the further on you get in that game. But it's definitely up there as one of my, I would say at least in the top 10, if not the top 5 video games I've ever played. But then I've also read people that, like, totally bag on it. Where they're like, all it is hiding in a locker for, like, ever. And the funny thing is I actually own the DLC for that game, and I still haven't played it. I keep thinking I'm going to play that game again and do it on one of the harder difficulties just to see if I can do it. Because that game is pretty hard. Just because they did the AI for the aliens so well. Can't do scary. That's alright. Like I said, it's not much, it's not for everybody. I don't know what it, like, I feel like very early age, I was just like, I knew I enjoyed that kind of thing. And it was really funny because my mom wouldn't let me read Stephen King when I was young. She finally let me read Eyes of the Dragon when I was in 6th grade. So what, about 11, 12 years old? I was a year... I graduated at 17. Like, I turned 18 later in that same year. So I was like 11 or 12. And I remember thinking, well, that was fun, but like not scary. And then I can't remember what I read after that, and I was just totally hooked. And then she would give me warnings about certain things, like, okay, you can read this, but don't read it at night, or don't read it with this, or don't, you know, like, and then I would purposefully do those things. Like, I'm going to read this in the dead of night during a thunderstorm. So, I don't know. I don't know when I, you know, like, it had to have been before Eyes of the Dragon that I was like, I know I like scary stuff. Because if I was clamoring to read Stephen King and she wouldn't let me until then at some point there must have been a thing that was just like, yep, I'm into it. So, eh. But that's okay. There's a lot of stuff in the world that I'm not into, and there are other people that's their favorite thing. So I think that's one of the things I like the best about life in general, is just the variety of things. Everything would be really boring if we all liked the same stuff in exactly the same way. And yeah, my supervisor's also not a Halloween person. She's definitely more of a Christmas person, which I like Christmas, but it's funny, we get closer to the end of the year and she's like, I can't wait for Halloween to be over, and I'm on the other side of the office space area that we share, and I'm like, why is Christmas coming out before Halloween has even happened? Although I am not one of those people that has Halloween decorations out in the summer. Like, I think it's funny, but I'm also like, I don't need to do that. That sounds like a lot of effort. And I already do. I do 4th of July. We don't do decorations, but we do a to-do for it. And then we do Easter, because my kids still enjoy doing Easter. And then we do Christmas and Halloween. And I don't even think we decorate for Easter. We just do a hunt and candy and stuff like that. We aren't religious, so we don't do like religious stuff. But for decorating purposes, it's just Christmas and Halloween. And if I had to pick one, I would choose Halloween. But I have kids, and you know, they enjoy the Christmas stuff. I enjoy the Christmas stuff too. It's just so much work, like putting it all up and taking it all down, and then I maximize it. Like, my rules are Halloween could start as early as September just because it takes some time. But then Christmas can't go up until the day after Thanksgiving and has to come down before Valentine's Day. And sometimes it lasts almost that long. So I really make the most out of the time I have to take to decorate. It was fine until you watched Amityville Horror in 6th grade. Oh, scared you to death. Read the book too. Had to put it out of the house. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know, it's some scary stuff. I don't remember. I think one of the first really intense horror books I read was The Exorcist. And they're definitely, I wouldn't recommend that for the average reader. Like, you have to be into the genre. And because there's some really disturbing stuff in that book. So, and I haven't read the Amityville Horror, actually. It's already late. I don't have to pause. Ah, my freaking leg. Check my app. I feel like it's on my app. I've been trying to make my way through some of the classic horror stuff that I haven't read before. And here you are, you're like, I had to get it out of my house. And I'm like, ooh, I want to read that book. Amityville. That's not how you spell that. Amityville Horror. Is that already in my list? What? Oh, is there no audiobook for that on my app? Boo. All right, that's fine. Oh, you know what? I bet I saved my paperback version of it. Then after high school, I was reading Christine. And oh my God, lived on a 6-story building on the 4th floor, and I was what? On the 4th floor for Christine? The book about the car? I haven't read Christine either. Is there something about being on a, like, is there a correlation? Or were you, I feel like, surprisingly enjoyed King's movie adaptation of The Stand. Which version of The Stand? Are you talking about the... Yeah, Possessed Car? Isn't Chris... Like, you're talking about Christine by Stephen King, right? The TV... Oh, okay, good. I was like, the newer Stand wasn't great. The miniseries was really good. Yeah. Christine's a possessed car. Did you think it was something else? I mean, I feel like that may be obvious, but I feel like clarification is not a problem in that. Okay, I need to go trap animals. Yeah, I really liked the miniseries of The Stand, too. The newer one, it wasn't as good. And I really like, what's his name? Skarsgård, who played Eric Northman in True Blood. And I thought I'd really like him as... What's his name? Flag. In the newer version of The Stand, but I don't know if it was the writing or the directing or what, but it just didn't... It didn't pack the same punch. I also feel like I think they did that as a movie instead of a miniseries, and I just don't think they had enough time. Didn't know what it was about, so it scared you. Oh, no! Yeah, Gary Sinise in that one. Yeah, it was a really good cast, for sure. And, oh, what's his name? Max Headroom. I can never remember his name. Matt Frewer. Him is what... Is it Trash Bag Man? Trash Can Man? Now I need to Google all of it. The Stand. Yeah, he's so good in that. Trash Can Man. I don't know why I wanted to call him Trash Bag Man. It's not right. Okay. Animal trapping. I'm focused, I swear. Yeah. And it's been a long time since I've watched that. I don't know. I feel like there's some stuff I'd really like to watch with my kid. Like, I don't know if he's ready for The Stand yet, just because it's a big commitment of time. And he can get into horror movies, but he doesn't like some of my favorite horror movies are ones where there's like an ambiguous ending or it's not necessarily a nice ending. You know, the bad guy wins essentially, and he hates those kind of stories. So I'm just like, I don't even know what to share with you. Not really, but you know, like sometimes I'm just like, oh, this is a really good, you're probably gonna hate the ending. And actually, I'm a little burnt out on trying to get him to watch some stuff with me because I was trying to get him to watch a TV show, like one of my favorite TV shows, and he's really got zero interest in it right now. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to stop asking you because I feel like you're never going to want to actually watch it, and that's fine. It's just don't tell me you're going to want to watch it later and then never actually do it later. Like, I just need to not have my hopes up for it, so. But there are definitely movies he is not ready for. And then there are some things where it's like, oh man, I feel like you were ready for this sooner than we're getting to it, so. I don't know. Raising kids is weird. You just never know. And you can try things, you think are similar to things you've done before, and then find out they are not that way for the kid. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was that bad. It seemed like it was this other thing that you really, really liked. But, you know, it pushes a different button, so it's tricky. Ah, don't bite my face. There are things that he is into. It's just, he's also almost 15. So he's definitely getting into that teenager situation. Ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to, like, try and stab you in the face with my face facing you. Alright. Oh, I bottomed out my stamina. Who's surprised? Nobody. Yeah. It's okay, though. I figure I'll give it a little bit and we'll try again. Because that's usually how that goes down. Is like, you just give it, like, 6 months to a couple years and then try again and see. Not like... Still gotta gauge the waters, but it's okay. They're okay. I wonder what they'll do while I'm out of town next week. Twiddle their thumbs, wondering where I'm at. What I'm doing. And I will be enjoying peace and quiet. Sem was saying that she had the house all to herself and ended up streaming 8 days in a row. I was like, holy cow. Although if I had 8 days alone in my house in a row, I could totally see doing something like that. Like, that sounds like a crazy schedule, but if it was just me sitting in my house. He'll be partying and have all the snack foods. That's true. I told him, well, I'm going to go to the store later today, too, and get some stuff. For some reason, that island over there almost looked like an Alpha Croc. I'm like, wait, I didn't take an Alpha Croc duty or mission or task or whatever. You can do that. Come on, man. It's kind of sad that it's just you. I would like for there to be more than one. I don't. Oh, hey! As if summoned from the ether. Ha ha! Ooh, in unison even. Come on, you guys. I don't think I'm going to do very much flower picking, though, because I have enough flowers right now. Oh, I didn't put my traps down like a dum-dum. No! Ah, crap, and I ran. Shit. All right. Whee! All right, all right. Chaos. Chaos in the streets. Okay. I don't know why I didn't put my traps down. I put them in my toolbar like I knew I was going to do it, and then I didn't do it. But gotta go to the store. I gotta go to 2 stores. I gotta go get a couple of travel size things. I'm gonna get travel size shampoo and toothpaste just because I don't want to deal. If I was driving, I would just take my stuff. But dealing with flying, like, no. Oh, he's gonna shoot fire at me at any moment. Oh, no! I'm gonna die. Nope. That's it. Frickin' frack. Didn't turn my camera fast enough. That's alright. But you would be doing streaming all day long, right? Yep. Yeah, if I had all the time. Okay. That's okay. I did mostly what I wanted to do anyway. And we're not going to the mine today. I have to... Oh, here. This is where we write the list. Okay. So, ranching. Check farm. I don't have to do the orchard. Franklin. And check tools and pass. So, and John maybe. Sheila. Trap animals. Mine quarries. Repair. It's all right. It's all right. I knew I was making poor life choices over there. Check bulletin board. See, if I write it down on paper, eventually it will go in a spreadsheet. I already know this. I thought about doing it like a weekly thing too, so that I have like, okay, these are the people you might want to check on these certain days. See, I'm gonna make a damn spreadsheet for this game. I already know it. I don't know if I'm gonna track like normal stuff, but there's always multiple sheets within a workbook, which is what happened to Dreamlight Valley. And how many? Okay. How many sheets do I have in my Dreamlight Valley workbook right now? Just because I'm curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 sheets in my Dreamlight Valley workbook. This is why I've been resisting making a workbook for this game. You know what, though? Doing like spreadsheet stuff for my video games has helped my job. So, it's like, we'll do that. It's fine. Hey, what's up? Oh! Daily tasks. And bank. There. Oh, way more organized. Honestly, it's just taken practice. I used to try and keep everything in my head. And I decided a couple of years ago that there was just too much. And it wasn't a bad thing. Like, it doesn't say anything about me. Not that this is what everyone does, but like for me personally, like I feel like there was still a part of me that's like, I have to remember all the things. And it's like, no, I don't. I got other stuff I gotta focus on. And it doesn't say anything about my abilities to rely on lists or it's just finding the system that works and then practicing doing it to where I'm gonna feed you anyway, dum-dum, even though you don't actually need it for like things. Because if I'm not, I don't think the Wary Moos produce anything, do they? Okay, so it's interesting that the grass doesn't really do its harvest thing every day. Wonder how long it takes. That's all right. Oh. But I've been talking about doing this checklist thing for, I don't know, a couple weeks now. And thinking about it probably for a couple weeks before I started talking about it out loud. So, grass. Just feed them? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, and I really wish... I've gotten obsessed at work with using Teams, because there's a planner app that you can add to Teams, and I use that for tracking all of the stuff I do at work, and I really wish there was something like a Google equivalent, because I essentially use the Google apps that are like the Microsoft apps, so like Word and Excel and stuff like that. I use the Google stuff for my personal stuff just because I use Google for like my email and just a lot of stuff. But I've looked to see if there's like a free equivalent to the Teams planner, and there really isn't. Because now that I am in the habit of using it, it generates my to-do lists for me. So I don't do well if I have like a written planner, which is why this will eventually become a spreadsheet because that's what I can use right now. But yeah, most of the stuff I do at work is a repeating task, and so I just set up how regularly I do it. So like every Tuesday or every day or whatever, and then it makes my checklist for me. If I have to write it out every single day, I don't do it. That's a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of time. Setting things up in that planner, though, or the planner app, takes time, but unless I have to make modifications to it, then it's just set up. Some people work much better writing it down. But like I said, it's taken a couple of years for me to really get in a rhythm, and I still don't feel like it's as efficient as I need it to be. But I've also been doing a lot of soul searching on being patient with how long it takes to, like, develop the habits that I've need to get better at things that I struggle with, which tracking of things I need to do, making lists, you know, a lot of times I would just be like, I don't have time for that. I'll just remember it all. And then I would get annoyed if I forgot stuff. Or I would get stressed out having to remember all of the things. And that's not helpful either. I need to remove stress from my life, not increase it. So, and I've also been doing smaller steps. Like if something is too difficult to incorporate, and not like hard, but just like I find myself not maintaining something that I'm trying to, like exercising. It's a bad example because I'm still not exercising like I would like to. But like I don't let myself feel bad when I don't do it. And I count thinking about it as a step. Because a lot of times I don't even think about doing exercise. So if I think about it, that's better than not thinking about it. If I actually do it, then that's better. Like if I stretch for the, 2 minutes I'm brushing my teeth, that's better than 0 minutes, where I didn't do it. So, and I don't, I'm not super hyped about incorporating exercise at the minute, but it is on my to-do list. Okay, speaking of to-do lists, I ranched. I checked the farm. I need to mine the quarry. Like even this right now where I have to pause and check my list, I could have let that be annoying. Where I get mad because it takes me more time to stop what I'm doing, look at the list, bulletin board. See, and I didn't have to look at my list for that. I just looked at the bulletin board. Good for me. Short of corn. Pretty sure I have a corn. But like, that could get frustrating where it's like, now it's taking me 4 times the amount of time it should take me because I'm having to double check my list. But the more I do it, and double check my list, the more likely I am to find that rhythm and it'll catch up, it'll balance out. Yeah. I got tired of being mad about all the stuff that I wish I was doing better already. And trying to be patient in real life starts with being patient with myself. Like with other people. Because I'm trying to be kinder to myself and encourage other people to be kinder to themselves because we are so terrible to ourselves sometimes. Okay. Craft 3 items. Dig up dirt 4 times and buy some new flooring. Well, that's a Melvin trip. Nope. He wanted a corn. That's the thing that's going to be difficult, is those daily tasks where I don't know what they are. I can't put them on my checklist. And I'll have to remember the little bit, the corn, like, or the, what did he just ask me for? No, this. Buying some new flooring. Okay. But yeah, I had this, like, I'm so sick of being, like, stressed out. I'm frustrated, angry, like, I need to shift some things around. And it's hard building new habits, for sure. Like, especially, the older you get, it's like, I've been doing this, I've been reacting to this thing this exact same way for 40 years. Maybe not 40 years, but like almost 40 years. And going, okay, I can't keep doing that. It's hard. It's hard fighting against it. And you're not going to get it right all the time. And then you don't need to punish yourself when you don't get it right. Like, then that's another doom cycle. Anyway. Yeah. And tested that. Some of your goals too. Yeah, don't do that. You deserve patience too, especially from yourself, because you know all the ins and outs of like if you're like passing judgment or being annoyed with somebody else, you only know the surface of like that interaction, but like being impatient with yourself and harsh with yourself, you have so much more ammunition against your own like brain and habits and all of that you can just torture yourself, you know, like, and that's not good, not healthy. Don't do that. Okay, I bought another Mind Pass just in case. That was not a Mind Pass, that was a cassette. Autopilot brain. No, wait, that's not a cassette. It is a Mind Pass. Okay. Also, laugh at yourself when you're ridiculous. It's fine. Do I need to chat with you? Is this the day where the task was for John? It's not. It's for Melvin. Okay. It's already 11:30. Focus. Focus, woman. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, good. You pissed off that guy. Good for you. I'm just going to go over here while you guys duke it out. And then I'm going to pause. I'm going to look at my list. Okay, I already bought a pass, so I don't have to check my pass. I got John. Trap animals. Mine quarry. I did that. I looked at the bulletin board. Daily tasks. Except for buying the flooring. All of that other stuff can happen late, so we'll do that. And I've already checked the grass. Tools can happen late because I'm going to repair before we go down. I'm going to get... Let's see, the trolley and a crate just in case. Am I going to take the cages? Not to, I'm going to go, no, I am going to the second floor of the mine. Keys, cages, weapons, the light. Jackhammer. And one pickaxe, just in case. I don't think I'll need it, but... Oh, and then the mining helmet. Do I actually need... Bats aren't on the second floor, right? They just look like cassettes now. Okay. Okay, good. I was like, wait. Okay, I'm going to have to add to that list as I think of stuff. Okay. Oh, nice. That counts as dirt. I should look for a few more items in the ground. But not yet, because I need to go talk to Melvin and Franklin. I am going to have to take my break after this day, though, because of blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that. Because of... You know, 40-plus-year-old bladder that needs regular servicing. That doesn't sound right at all. I don't know why I phrased it like that. I was like, where are you going with this sentence, woman? Oh, I saw somebody do some cute market. I think it was in Sarah's. She was showing off several different people's market areas. I think I have this already, though. Yeah. Goodness. Brains are weird. And this episode demonstrated that quite readily. Hey, look. Oh, I don't need to do more digging, but look at... I want this stuff, though. Actually, I'm always reticent to dig up these bumpier pieces of ground, so I'm just going to leave that. Oh. So am I the only one that has to pick up everything that falls off of stuff, even if you didn't really want to pick up that cactus fruit? Pastel red wall. I don't know if I have that. I need to buy a wall or floor, though, yeah? Oh, it's flooring I have to buy. I don't want to buy this one. I have that one. That's fine. Okay, and then you want corn, yeah? Yeah. Another streamer who does really cute designs is Rainy Days and Rainbows. That's something else I'm really hoping. So I feel like I'm overbooking my downtime while I'm off, you know, out of town. But like, rainy days and rainbows. Is I'm kind of hoping to spend some time in Discord. I'm hoping to download some more music for video making, but also for like my in-between, like when I'm off stream and I have like my pause screens on and stuff. But then maybe also getting to hang out in some people's like... Oh, wait! Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't actually pick it. There it is. Okay. But maybe getting to hang out in some people's streams at night because I'm usually hanging out with my family. So I don't usually get to spend a lot of time. And when I spend time in people's stuff at... Is that a dainty bed? That's not a dainty bed. Does that house have a pink bed? Have I already purchased a pink bed? How about we look at that? Let's see. So I'm kind of looking forward to potentially getting to do that, but I feel like if I start writing down a list of stuff that I would like to do while I'm out of town, that I'm going to realize just how overbooked. I haven't gotten either one of those things, so I might as well take it. Okay. I think it's interesting that there seems to be two different kinds of Nordic stuff. I don't know if they're the same set or if they're just a different set. Yeah, take my time. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, especially when you're really excited about things, you know? Like, start to feel like Veruca Salt from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where it's like, I want it all and I want it now. Okay, I'm going to the bank and I'm dropping off money because I don't need to see anybody else right now. And then I'm going to stop at Sheila's and see what she's buying. Show me my account. Deposit. Oh, you actually have to deposit more than 0. Almost got 2 million in there. Look at me go. How much does the helicopter cost? Oh no! Okay. Don't do that. I was trying to avoid the animal fight on the bridge and did a really, really bad angled jump. Cannonball! That's right. Good times, good times. All right, I'm gonna end up hitting you. No, nope, I'm busy. No. Goodbye. Okay. What did I want to do? Sheila. Okay. So distracted by all the shenanigans. We're having real shenanigans today. Okay. Don't hit this. Really? Can you not try and get hit by the bike? That would be great. Okay. Damper. I don't know if I have the stuff to make enough of that to make it worth the trip. Damper. Okay. I went to Franklin's. I went to the bank. Holy crap. Look how efficient we are when we make a list. Oh no. Don't hit this kangaroo. I keep meaning to go around the backside of that building, and then I forget, and I go the inside, and then it's too tight to turn around. Okay. So now we're gonna go back to the farm. We're gonna look at the damper situation. This is not how we look at that. This is how we look at that. Okay, so it needs flour and milk. I don't have a ton of flour. I just thought of something that... Oh. Ruby shards. Okay. I could go look at that box and see. It's not the box. Did the mine passes used to look like cassettes? Or did they used to look like something else? Or maybe I'm just dumb and wasn't paying attention. Benson Boone. Is this music? I don't know who this is. I have too many lists. I don't know if I would call them all organized, though. They never looked like them. Oh, okay. We'll see. I've been listening to more books lately, so I haven't been listening to... I like a band called Polyphia. Usually if I'm in the mood for music. And I'm also on a Steve Vai kick. Okay. I'm pausing so I can think. Repairing's gonna have to happen late. Trapping animals could happen at any time. I did that. Crafting is a thing. Okay. It feels weird to have this much time. Oh, look, I didn't put stuff in the machines. Well, there's something to do. Milk. I have 73 milks. But I can use high quality milk instead of just milk, right? Because I saw that, did I see that on the wiki where it was like you could use milk or high quality milk even if it just calls for the regular one? I haven't actually experimented with that yet. Oh, I need to go put furniture in the rentals. Ooh, that means I have to deal with the rental furniture situation. You've got plenty of time. Fine. Get over yourself. I don't have space for that Dagwood dog in here. I'm gonna have to take random food to the mine. Food! Food. Okay. I really need some bullshit boxes. Maybe I should craft a bunch of crates for bullshit boxes and just put them right outside the house. I really want that sorter. I've been coveting it. And then I popped in for like, I don't know, 5 minutes into Rymanora's stream this morning when my brain still wasn't focused. And I saw her using one and I was like, I need Braconium. Okay. Crafting can happen at night. Damper. I wrote it down and I still forgot. See, you can give yourself all kinds of tools. And do all kinds of things. And your brain can still just let go of shit. Alright. I have 100. But I can use this, right? Does it give you more money if you use high quality ingredients versus regular ingredients? Or does it just make the same thing? Guess we'll find out. It just makes the same thing. So theoretically, it won't give me more money because I used a better quality of milk. Ugh, I'm gonna have to really think about selling off some animals so I can get some lower quality stuff. I don't want to use the better quality stuff if it's not going to result in an increase in price. Okay. That's all right. That's why we experiment. I'm going to make 23 then. I wish I could hold the button down. Yeah, And it's, you know, I've seen both things happen in games where it doesn't matter which ones you use, they always make the same thing. But I do appreciate when they take into account what, like, because the high quality milk costs more, right? So, like, you would want the results to produce an equivalent of, like, increased income. I don't know. I feel like I'm explaining that really badly. But, like, Dreamlight Valley does that. So I don't know if you play Dreamlight Valley or not. But, like, if you use the cheapest vegetable in the game to make a dish that you can make with any vegetable versus the most expensive vegetable in the game, they will have different amounts of stamina that they will give you and different amounts of or energy and they will sell for different prices because it's based on the ingredient you use to craft the thing. And I really like that, and kind of spoils you once you have that. It's like, oh, I want every game to do that. Okay, but I can't go talk to Sheila just yet, so let's go to the rentals. What's the best? See, I don't like to take my trike that far, even though I love this damn thing. It's ridiculous, and I'm into it. So I'm torn right now because things are in such flux. This thing is hard to maneuver, but I feel like it is better to take for longer trips. I feel like this thing's gonna need a bigger road. Yeah, this is not the answer. This is a... Really? I stopped moving and everything and it still did that. As I wiggle my truck butt. Because I can't drive straight to save my life. Okay. I already rearranged this a little bit. This is my Nordic... No, this is my rattan room. Okay. I don't have rattan stuff. I have... What is that? It's a basic red rug. This can go back up here. This can go down there. I'm just curious. Nope. Blech. That did not look good together to me. Alright, let's see if I can drive straight now. Oh. How long before I stop doing that? Probably never. Okay. Yeah, if I'm going to use this truck for driving around regularly, I would definitely need bigger roads. Okay. This room isn't terrible as far as the weird layout. I wish they would keep the orientation relative to the door. It's not a dainty pink bed, but it is a pink bed. We used to have a building in town that was painted this color pink growing up. It's not that color now, but my mom always said it was the Pepto-Bismol building, and that's what this room makes me think of. It makes me think of Pepto-Bismol. Oh, cute. You have played it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that game and this game, I guess, went into early access around the same time, and that's the one I played in early access. I didn't start playing this until about a week, I think, before it went to 1.0. Yeah, I'm not super girly, and I'm not like super pink, but I do like the matchy, you know, how cute it looks together. But I can't get rid of that memory as a kid. Just my mom going, "It's a Pepto-Bismol building." That's all I can think about when I see it. I was anti-pink for a period of time when I was a teenager, but I was petulant, so what are you gonna do? I was definitely in that moody teenager phase. Okay. Oh, God. All right, move this around. What else do I need to move? Okay, we've got a bookshelf. This is okay as far as spacing. It's not great, but it's not terrible. And then we can put this. This isn't Nordic either. Where is that house? This is the, I don't remember what this set is. But I'm trying to put the sets together, you know? Because I'm not doing a lot with the rentals. I just want them to produce money. So it seems like the best thing to do is at least have decent furnishings in there. Did that dog just try and bite my truck? Excuse me, sir? I'm gonna have to do something about the kangaroos on the roads. Oh, Lordy be. Okay. Can I smell? Oh! So our oven is now here and working. I don't know if you've been here while I've been discussing the trials and tribulations of getting my oven sorted out. We'd been without an oven for over a year. And we finally, like, our stovetop was still working, and that's fine. And we had other ways of cooking things, but finally got the oven, you know, went out, paid for it, had it delivered on Tuesday, cooked dinner that night, and then it stopped working the very next day. And so they were like, okay, well, you know, there's 2 ways to deal with this. Kind of want to use this bed in here instead of the other bed. We'll have somebody out on Thursday to bring you a new one, because the other option was to try and get a service person out, and they were like, that'll take longer. And since it's, you know, so new, you know, such a quick problem. This does look different, yeah? Weird. I don't think I like that in here, honestly. No. No. I actually really like this, like, square pattern. Although now I'm thinking about Cubert. And I can't unsee it. Okay. So they came out on Thursday, which was great, because it's like, okay, just, you know, before the holiday weekend, blah, blah, blah. And they didn't send a new hookup kit. And the guys refused to hook it up without the kit, which essentially they needed like a sealant for the connector parts. So they refused it. And then then they had to schedule, and we had to call them up and be like, hey, what the heck? Why didn't you send this stuff? And so they took care of it, and they got a guy out yesterday, and he was like, yeah, they could have done this. Like, I bet what it came down to is that they didn't want to. So that's fine. It's taken care of now. And, you know, but we got to have pot pies last night, and my husband made cinnamon rolls, and we have stuff to make brownies. And so that's exciting. It's exciting that it's hopefully going to be working for while I'm out of town, because that, you know, means the boys can make all the junk food in the oven now. Yeah, I mean, it's a speculation, and to be fair, I was like, you know what? It involves gas. I would rather just have, you know, if I don't want to do anything with gas, I want to hire someone to do it. And I feel that way about plumbing stuff too. Okay, yapping again. I need to make sure I don't forget to do stuff before it's late. So, I mean, I bet it was that. I bet they could have just hooked it up. I bet it would have been fine. But at the same time, like, I could see being like, I'm supposed to do these check boxes, and I'm missing this one checkbox, and it involves something that could either poison people or make something explode. I could see wanting to check that off. So, I mean, like, I'll try and give them a little bit of grace. And in the grand scheme of things, you know, 10 years ago, it might have taken us 6 months to get, or, you know, like, think about things during the pandemic where it took months to fulfill orders. You know, like, it could have taken so much longer than a week, you know? So, and it's done now, as long as this oven doesn't crap out. So, I try and temper it, especially since my husband's the one that's like, "Rah!" And I'm like, all right, what can we do? Like, how can we fix this? And it didn't affect our dinner for the holiday, you know? I even looked at him while the guys were standing there trying to figure out what to do. And I'm just like, does this affect dinner for the holiday? And he's like, no, we're going to cook things in the crock pot and this and that and the other. I was like, I will buy dinner tonight We will deal with the thing tomorrow, and then Saturday it'll all be taken care of. And now it's Sunday. My son made eggs this morning on the new stove. They're looking forward to making cookies. We didn't get to make cookies for Christmas last year. Sheila. So I would like to think that it was not just because they were being buttheads. You know, I would like to think that it was because they were trying to actually be conscientious of safety. And even if it's not true, I can live with that and think that like, I can make the narrative in my head better. You know? But yeah, the guy yesterday was just like, this probably didn't need to happen this way. Oh, I didn't put the lamp away. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do with that lamp. There's a whole dark Nordic set, maybe? Okay, Sheila. Focus, 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 woman. You can do it. It also doesn't help that my bladder's like, excuse me. Excuse me. You need to pee. All right. Woo! Don't hit the ladies. Move it, ladies. Oh, and then I hit her anyway. I love how she did not care. She was just like, yeah, sometimes you get hit in the butt with a motorcycle. It's fine. You know, I let things go, but I think if I got hit with a motorcycle, I'd probably say something. I want to sell. I made these damper for you. Okay. Go take a break. Oh, yep. Yeah, as soon as the day is done, I will take a break because then I don't have to worry about saving and stuff like that. So, and it's 10:48, and the only thing I have to do on my to-do list is repair. I've dealt with Sheila now, so I've got to repair and pack for tomorrow and do trapping. And I can do animal trapping really fast as long as I don't die. Okay, don't tap another person in the butt with your motorcycle. That's just not right. Okay, we're gonna park. We're gonna trap. And then we're gonna go prep. And then we will take our break. Ooh. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's not how we do things at this particular trapping point, dummy. Don't do that. We're looking for crocodiles. There's a crocodile. Fantastic. Have you already been damaged, or am I not that lucky? Ugh. All right. Ow! That's what I get for hitting someone in the ass with the motorcycles. Then I get bit in the ass by a crocodile. I mean, you're here. Goodbye. You're not worth as much money, but I'll take you anyway. That's something I still haven't found either, is a collar. Just remember to put your traps down first, right? Except for this one. I don't do that here. It just takes forever to lead them across. Because I don't like leading the crocodiles. I prefer stabbing the crocodiles and then shucking them across. That's not how it... Shoving them? No. There's a word I'm trying to think of and it won't come, so that's fine. As long as we don't get like Ted Selly or the Town Code Dude. Honestly, I don't really need the Town Code Dude because I had enough resources to get... I mean, I probably eventually need more lamps from that guy, but I got 50 to start with, so I figured that's pretty good. You know what I should do? I should slam a broom. Because I'm already damaged, you know? And that's smart. All right. What are you panicking for? I just trapped the beastie that would probably eat your face. Don't panic over there. Okay. Hey, look! Traps. I wonder how that happened. All right, so let's just do this for a second. Is this the last thing besides repairing and packing? It sounds like how my night is gonna go in real life. I gotta make a list for packing. I might do what I did for my kid, though, and make it in my notes app. Because then I can turn it into a checklist for not only packing, but then I can uncheck all the boxes so that I can have it be my packing checklist when I leave. Maybe. We'll see. I did that for my kid because he went on a school trip when he was in 6th grade. And we couldn't go with him. So I made the list on my phone for him and then shared it with him so he could have it on his phone while he was in New York. So that's awesome. When I'm, there's a lot of scary stuff that happens with technology, and there's a lot of intimidating stuff that happens with technology, but there are some really nice things. Like, that was really nice. And that way I also, had the information. Like, when my husband had, he had medical issues for a long time, had some multiple surgeries, just a lot of stuff that happened. And then we ended up on a family vacation. We've had a family vacation, but that was like 4 years ago now. But at the end of it, my husband was sick, and we had to leave him in a city. It wasn't a town. It was a city on the way back home. And then I had to bring the kids home by myself. It was a road trip. But then when he got home, he had to transfer the medical records from the hospital that he was at in that city to the hospital in our city. And it was literally just click, click, click on his phone, and suddenly they had all the medical records from his stay while he was in that other hospital. And I'm like, that is something that would have taken weeks, either in the mail, or it would have taken a lot of faxing or something like that. And it's like, stuff like that, I don't mind. I know there's a lot of negatives, but I try and, like many other things, I try and focus on as much positives as I can, because that's the only way to balance out the ugly, is to try and focus on the positive when you can and when you're aware of it. And sometimes it's hard, man. But yeah, I like stuff like that. Yeah, luckily it was not cancer, but he did have major surgery related to diverticulitis. And it was not pleasant. And it, that in and of itself took 18 months and 3 major surgeries. And then when we had to leave him after our vacation, it was related to that. So I can't remember what the problem was. I feel like it might have been a hernia or something. I don't remember now. It was a while ago. Like 4 years ago now. Yeah, he's doing a lot better now. He spent a long time not knowing what to do about it. We didn't have medical insurance. We were really worried about, like, the expense of it all. And then it got to the point where, like, his mom had to take him to the emergency room. So luckily it wasn't, it didn't go on long enough for it to become life-threatening, but it could have. And again, it wasn't cancer, which is, it's always a blessing when it's not cancer. I mean, I'm sure there are other things that could be, just as devastating, but still, like, whether or not it's something else devastating, it's always a blessing when it's not cancer. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a weird phrase to say out loud, but, like, I don't know. I stand by that sentiment. Oh, man. And yeah, it's much better now, but it was tough for a long time, especially when we didn't know what was going on. He thought he had all kinds of stuff, and we tried different, like diet stuff, and we tried different, treatments, homeopathic, not like, different recommendations and all of that, but it was tough. It's better now. How many times can I stab you in the butt before you care that I'm stabbing you in the butt? Come on. Good job. Good job. Well, and it's not as scary now knowing I have this much health. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know if I have hung out enough to hear. I know your mom was having some issues. Is she doing all right? I know that you were like dealing with a bunch of stuff about that and like in and out of the hospital. Hopefully everything's okay. Okay. I don't see crocodiles. I didn't really see a lot around the town center, so I'm going to go use my last 4 cages to trap some birds, pack for the mine trip, and then end the day, take my break, and then we'll be back for the mine run. Oh, good. Yeah. I'm glad to hear it. That's tough, too. Yeah, right now, my parents are still relatively young, but I am an only child, so I also am like, I know that, like, the potential for more responsibility in that arena is coming eventually, you know? So, like, my husband is older than I am, and his parents were older than my parents were when they had him. So they're significantly older than my parents. So my husband's having, like, starting to have to do more stuff for them. And it's just, like, stressful. So it's nice when things are, at least for the time being, at a positive state, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I think he's still in that phase of they should be able to do stuff for themselves. And I think we're getting pretty damn close to, you're going to have to start doing a lot more of this stuff. I even had to look at him like, okay, what happens if somebody has to start taking more responsibility and you're not there for it, and it ends up being XYZ family members? And he was like, ugh. And I was like, exactly. And he was like, oh. And he is not an only child, but he might as well be. So it's him or it's other extended family. And I'm just like, I don't think that's what you really want for them, especially his mom. So who knows? Who knows what it's going to be like? And it's tough. Like, I watched my dad go through having to essentially take over for his parents before his mom passed away. And it's just like, and he's got 2 younger siblings, but he is definitely the one who had to do a lot of the, legal stuff, paperwork stuff, parenting type stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And you got to take it where you can. And I think I when you mentioned it on your community post about, I was like, make sure you take care of yourself. Like, I had to go through that with when my husband was in the hospital and dealing with surgery and medical stuff. Like, I think there's a saying about, you can't fill someone else's cup if your cup is empty, like that kind of thing. I don't think that's exactly the right thing, but like, you got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself too, because especially if you're used to caretaking, especially if you're used to giving others more of yourself than you give yourself, you are eventually going to burn out hard, and it's not going to be good for anybody. Like, especially if you still have to keep going, like you have to, it's just not going to be good. And it's hard to justify the time for yourself. It's hard to feel like I really should be doing this for them, or I really should be taking this time to do XYZ, like eat, take a bath, even though you really only have time for a shower, or, like, Escape and watch somebody stream. Escape and let yourself stream. You know, take a nap. And don't feel bad that you took the nap, because then you're wasting the energy you got from the nap. Anyway, I'm preachy, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, the quote, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm worried about, like, how much I'm gonna have to, because, I mean, there's part of me that's also being the whiny, it's his parents, you know, but, like, I'm probably gonna have to step up to help him step up. So I have to get over myself a bit, you know. All right. It's okay. And we have so many options for a little bit of escape. So even though that's a terrible problem to have, it is terrible to have too many good options. You know, at least we do have those options. Okay. I need to make sure that... What the hell did you just do, woman? I need to make sure this goes on the charger. Oh, crap. I should have put that on the charger long before I put that on the charger. Shoot. I didn't think about that. I didn't put it on the list. I'm going to put it down in case I put this list on the worksheet. Start charging jackhammer. Early. Okay. Future me will thank me. Okay. All right, this needs to get repaired. And... this needs to go on my person. I have a bat. This one's almost dead. Ooh, I forgot I even have that. I'm not taking my bat zapper because I'm not going to that floor. I'm going to take the trolley. I'm not going to take any of these. I really don't think I need anything else. I think we'll be okay. A spare pickaxe. Look at all these pickaxes. I need to put those over here. Hold on a second. I've been trying to remember to put the stuff that comes out of the gacha in here, and then later I will distribute. Okay. Not close to your parents and get frustrated as it's your responsibility. No one else will have... Yeah. No one else will, so you have to. Well, it's kind of like my husband and my father-in-law aren't super close. And so he gets really frustrated with him. But he has also made the conscious choice that if he wants to have a relationship, any kind of relationship with his dad, and his dad is not so bad that, like, you just disown him. Like, it's not like that. Like, there are some parents that are truly, like, you don't deserve to have children. I'm glad your kids disowned you. But, you know, like, if it's really not at that level, like, you can choose to participate in a way that, you know, at least you know you made the effort to have the relationship, even if it wasn't necessarily the best relationship. And that may not be the answer for everybody, but, you know, he's like, I decided that I didn't want to not have a relationship, so I know I'm making the effort, you know? Like, even if his dad's pissing him off. It's like, well, I can respect that, you know? Okay. What am I taking as far as a crate? I could just take a cooler. Don't I have a spare? Have I used up all of my... No. Okay. I'm gonna take... Do I need two? Should I take two just in case? I'll take two just in case. I really don't know. I haven't done this trick yet, where you take the crate and you use it for storage in the mine. Okay. Repair. I need the thing. And then I can drop off all the stuff. That can go back in there. But I don't really need this. I don't need this, 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 I could use a chainsaw, though. I could use it. I don't need this. And I'm going to put my construction stuff over here because this is usually where I drop it off if I don't want to schlep it around. So that can go there. Okay. So I've got the trolley. I've got a chest. I don't have keys yet. I don't have cages. I won't have those till the morning. My weapons are good. I have the light. Oh, Spine Effects resin, right? Somebody says that is supposed to power up your helmet when you're down in the mine. I have not seen it work. I don't know how it works. I have a pickaxe. My jackhammer is charging currently. I've repaired. I went and trapped animals already. I need food. I don't want to have that in my ears. Okay, we're gonna get the spare foods. I'm gonna go ahead and just... Nope, that's not what I want. Keep your helmet on. Okay. And you don't have to do anything, because I feel like I thought I had to do something, and then I couldn't do anything with it. Maybe that's why I was like, this doesn't work. I might as well just take the cooked meat. Do I want, like, fancy foods? Or do I want to use up some of this? I feel like I should save the mighty sandwich. 20 minutes. Pumpkin soup. Toffee. Yeah, I'm going to take some toffee. I'm going to put some of this stuff up here just so I can kind of see what's happening. This is fishing. I don't need it. This is fighting. Maybe I shouldn't take that. What's this? Oh. That's defense. It's kind of weak sauce defense, honestly. I'm overthinking it. Watch me go. Okay, well, I have plenty of food. I won't need all of that anyway. If you don't need all of that, then don't take it. Okay. 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes. I don't need this. What the hell is that doing in there? Okay, I took it because I was putting it from the other box. That's what happened. Okay. Is that everything? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but that's fine. Tomorrow, I'm not doing anything but going straight in. Keys. Keys. Cages won't come till tomorrow. Resin. Resin. Jackhammer's on the charger. Cages are in the mail. Okay. There we go. Okay. Cuckoo. Whew. All right. Well, and it's weird when you start making lists for yourself and then you're able to be like getting things done in order. It almost feels like you're racing. Like, it just feels like you're getting so much done where it's just like, oh, and then this. Whereas if you are trying to remember off the top of your head all the things you need to do, you end up ping-ponging around more. And even though that takes, like, I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird feeling to be like getting more done in the same amount of time, but you do feel like you're like, I don't know. For some people, that kind of thing isn't energizing, but for me, it's energizing. Maybe that's one of the reasons I'm taking to lists so much. Okay. Break time. If you are still here when I get back, thank you so much for hanging out. If not, have a lovely day, nighttime, wherever you are, whenever you are. Don't forget to do the thumbs up things and the subscribe or follow things, depending on the platform you are on, and if you are enjoying being here with me. But other than that, take care of all of your needs if you need to, and I'll be back in a few minutes. And... Hey, my pause button worked the way it should. Or maybe I just timed it better. Ugh, got something in my eyeball. No, it's bad. Hi. All right. You feel refreshed. Hello. All right. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm hiding myself from myself so that I don't go. What's that? What's that? What's that? All right. Nope. Now my mouse is not my mouse. My controller is misbehaving. There we go. Okay. All right. We're not looking at anything else. Oh, no, we are. Strike that. Reverse it. What's up, John? Oh. Well, you're welcome, John. Cages? And... yes! I was really worried that the jackhammer was going to take ages to behave itself. I also didn't get a mine pass. Where the heck is it? Okay, but that's okay. That is not a ton of stuff to have to... nope, don't even look at the fertilizer, woman. Just go. And I can't build these in here. I have to build them outside and then trolley them in. Correct? Correct. Okay, we're putting rubies. Yes. It's been a minute since I've actually been to the mine. I'm like, wait, how do I do stuff? Okay, reorganize. Oh, that's right. I keep getting the achievements for things that I have already done before, and I'm like, what's that sound? Oh, it's a... oh, what the hell, woman? Do need to bring the shovels. All right. So the first thing I want to do is stick the shovels in it. I want to leave a bunch of these traps. And I'm going to leave some of this food. Could I bring... okay, hold on. Do that, and then we'll put the scarf away. I didn't think about the scarf and the hat needing to be swapped, so it's a good thing I brought 2 chests. To be real, you know? All right, so I need... I want this. And I think I might put my spare weapons and my spare pickaxe and the trolley. I just really have to remember not to leave this down here by accident. Okay, this can go here. Nope. Am I done putting stuff in the thing? I think so. Okay. Keys. Okay. We're good. We're good. We know how to stop doing... I was just about to say we know how to do stuff, and then I was immediately starting to do things wrong. Okay. Because I really want to trap some of those frillies. Because those frillies are worth like 26K or something. When I looked up, because I was trying to see to make sure that trapping crocos like wasn't close enough to just like crocos, the worry-moos, and the devils. I was trying to make sure that they weren't so close in price that it made it irrelevant which ones I was prioritizing. And it was totally worth getting the devils, so... I want vines. We're looking for iron, though, in particular. I don't need birds of paradise. Get over yourself. I have enough plants that once I develop a plant area, like a garden area, that I'll be able to reproduce the plants, the flowers. There we go. Words and stuff. Okay. I don't want to deal with any of you guys. Unless you're a frilly. I keep thinking of them as fancy frillies, but that's not what they're called. Ah, no. There's jackassery afoot. Oh, hey. You're exactly who I'm looking for. No, maybe I shouldn't use the fire thing on you. Oh, come here. Don't be like that. Oh my god, get in the... That's not iron. Although I kind of want to kill them too because I need their tongues for the balloon sword that I am coveting. Ooh, will you follow me? Not you. Ooh, there's iron on the way too. Okay, stay focused. What is that? Okay. Is that just a little random bush or is that like a... Oh! Oh no! Oh, that's a bad scene. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I got totally turned around. All right, you guys. Come over here by the exit. That'll make my life easier because of all these damn trees. Oh, I don't have. Hold on. Can I go in? Okay, good. That was intense. All right. Who's... Okay. And they heal in the cages, which I did not know. Oh no! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Oh no, I don't want you to, like, panic. Okay, you stay in there, right? Okay. Where'd the other one go? Is he freaking out too? What are you doing? Did I damage him a lot too? How many of you can I chuck in here? I hope I can chuck a ton of you in there. Okay, hold on. Okay. What did you do today? Oh, I went in the mines and, like, freaked out and, like, panicked around. It's fine. Is this something fancy? Or is this just a lily pilly? I don't need new plants on my list. What? Hold on. I have to go get that cage, though. Oh, they're not all gonna drop the seeds. Okay. Stay focused, woman. I know approximately where... I know approximately where that cage is that I dropped. All right. No, I don't want to deal with wiggly worm butt munches. No. No wiggly worms. It was up around... Nope. It was up around... These trees suck. Up around here somewhere. I'm going to spend half my time looking for this cage. Oh. Wasn't it up around there? Or was it around this thing? Nope. Nope. You don't see me. You don't see me. I'm not here. Oh man. I thought for sure I was like, okay, I have an idea of where that was at. I couldn't really stop. You know what? If I lose one cage, I'm not gonna fuss. Like, it sucks, but especially since it was the iron one, you know, the one that costs more resources. Yeah. Holy crap. Ah. Ah. Oh, you dick. Oh, I don't have a cage ready. Well, you're gonna have to die then because I don't have it in me. Waves hand, you see nothing. These are not the droids you're looking for. Exactly. Like, I'm not really here. You don't care about me. Okay. Too sick. Oh, I forgot. That's not how we do that. Nice. Okay, there's a thing in there. What did they tell? Oh, that's not it. Somebody said you could do, like, your camera different and see what was in the rooms. Okay. Well, that room does not look worth it. What about this room? Also does not look worth it. I don't think those lamps are as important as my keys. Okay, good. I'm not sick anymore. Well, that's a bummer about that cage. It's fine. Get over yourself. It was just one piece of iron. It's fine. Look at this map. These trees suck. Is there anything over here that's exciting? I really want more of these lily pads, too. Now, do the lily pads reproduce in flower boxes, too? Because that would be nice. I was hoping for some iron, like, on the perimeter. We're wasting a lot of time swimming for no good reason. Okay. You don't see me. I just want that plant. Okay, stop getting the plants. Was this the one I looked at, or was it the other one? How many times I'm going to try and look in a room? Only... Okay, there's some emeralds in there. I'm not, like, super hyped about the emeralds right now. Relative to the keys. So I might not bother. Oh, and look. Just in case. I forgot that I needed to put another trap on my person. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Okay, take this back. Nope. I see you, worms. I hate those guys. Like, for real, for real. I hate them. They're such an annoyance. Nope, 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 nope. Just dance around the tree. Lily pads do reproduce in the boxes. That is good information to have, because I do want more of them. Okay. There was another room here. Was this the room I already looked at? I think so. Oh! Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Where are you? Yes. I hate those guys so much. They are the reason I have a flaming bat. So that I can attack their little den and do damage over time while running around like a crazy person. Oh, and they're in there. Oh, no. I'm busy. What is with these rooms having nothing in them? Oh, Sometimes it's so hard to see down here, too, because of all the trees and stuff. Ah! No. Where is your little den? I would like to kill all of you. So that you can leave me alone. Oh, no. Can I have that? Thanks. Well, since there's so much water around this one, maybe I should head back to the thing early so that I can try and get some more lily pads. Because I think I only have one. And I do want to use them for decoration in the future. Ooh, you know what I could do around the wishing well? If I'm going to make it like super, not marshy, but almost like, almost that way. I could put some water around it and put lily pads in them. We'll see. So I'm going to check something. Okay, so it does degrade over time. I was wondering if with the spine effects it would like never go down and you just use up spine effects, but it does seem like it goes down. Yeah. Any excuse to use more varieties of greenery too, you know? Like, I want to use like all the little ferns and stuff. Like, this thing would be cute, you know? Like, if I could have, because layered stuff. That's just a fern seed, though. Looks really good. Multiple heights, you know? Oh, hi! Excuse me while I pick up this ore. I'm busy. I'm busy. Ah! Oh, that tongue was really close to me. Is there more than one? No, but there's multiple. Oh, no! Oh, no, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Oh, no. Oh, you're gonna die. You're going to die. Yeah. Did he at least drop a tongue? No. What an asshole. Killed my money. Why do you have to be so close to the stuff I want to get? Nope. Okay, what's the best way to get this? Nope. 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 What's the best way to get these? Should I have brought a dirt printer for... I know I got one once, but I don't remember what I used to get it. And honestly, I wouldn't have even thought to do it unless I had seen somebody had used them as decoration. I was like, oh, I didn't know I could get those. Oh, I really wish this wasn't just a big island. All right, it's 4:23. We've gotten an okay amount of iron, but not awesome. Tropical grass seeds. I think I already have a bunch of those, but that's okay. Oh, no, my foot's falling asleep. Boo! Oh. Man, I'm glad I made my way back in. Excuse me. Excuse me. Goodbye. No. 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 Man, why are there so many of ya? You make it so hard to do anything. Hard for me to focus. Okay, so... What is that? Oh, hey! See you over there. Let's start a fight with that guy. Where'd he go? Didn't I see a frilly? Yeah. Ah! That's not a spear. That's not a spear! Mm. Oh, he was killing those guys. Mm. Ow. Would you stop dancing around and get in this? What the? Excuse me? He was really trying not to get in there. Never go there alone. Okay, dropping, not releasing. Sometimes I hit the release button by accident, and that would be not great. Okay. Well, I enjoy engaging in risky behavior, so... I mean, sometimes I get punished for it, as we demonstrate. Have I looked in this one? The rooms here are disappointing. Okay. I was hitting the button, the wrong button. The Wariamos don't do that too. Yeah. Where it's just like they'll be just outside of it and then just dance right next to it for ages. Okay, so let's look at the map and see. There's a... I feel like that landmass is pretty close, but I don't know if I want to go all the way over there. What is this? Why does that look like something intentional? Let's go... Let's go look at that. Wait a minute. I went the wrong direction. Let's check it out. I think my husband's finally starting to get... Oh, you know. Why are you guys there? I hate these guys so much. Are they putting themselves out in the... You thought water would save you. It did not. Oh, they're stuck in the water now. I have no pity for you. Like, zero. I'm gonna kill you with this chainsaw. Goodbye. I don't even care enough to go down there to get the meat. This was disappointing. Are you kidding? It's like nothing. Where is this one? There we go. I was like, excuse me. Well, fine. I'll just take all of these then. We'll go away. Yeah, I've had the devils do it too, where they won't actually go in the thing. I feel like I just said that, but I can't remember if I thought the thought or said the thought. So I'll say the thought potentially again. Okay. Well, that was disappointing. I can't believe I was able to hop all of that like that. That was awesome. All right. Okay, that's not as effective as I'd like it to be. Where are you guys? Yeah, I just killed your home. What are you gonna do about it? Okay. It is 7:27. Stay focused. Okay, okay. Oh no, my foot really did fall asleep. No, no, no. Oh, hi. Nope. Oh, fantastic. Oh no. I was like, oh, it'll make it easy for me to trap him. And then I immediately put it right next to him. That did not do me any good. Okay. Oh, like a level jumping ninja. These are 26K a piece, and that's 100K right now. That's nice. Ooh. Yeah. What's over here? Let's go this way. What happens? Oh, too far. Oh, hi. I got friends for you. They're having a party. It's a really subdued looking party, but it's a party, I promise. Would you please? Dick. Touch me and everything. There will be snacks, maybe. Yeah, that's right. Totally. I hope there's room for me to leave. I should probably do a better job of like stacking them up in there, but I wasn't exactly sure how many. Oh, wait. I wasn't sure how many I would actually find. I don't think I want to do all of my traps, though, because I feel like that might get a little ridiculous. So maybe I won't do that. I still have to have room for those chests, too. So I'll just kill them from now on. That'll be fine. Oh. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. I was like, I thought I had another food. There. All right. Everyone else will get death. Cake or death. We're all out of cake. Okay. Tin, copper. Copper wouldn't be bad. But I was hoping to find a decent room, you know, with like a chest in it with stuff that would be like life-changing. Apparently we're not going to get that. What is with this wall of trees, too? These trees in this one have sucked. Just awful. And then more water. Oh, well, hi. I don't know why I'm leaning back like that's going to help me. Okay, come here. Set you on fire. It'll be fine. There. See, I told you it'd be fine. A tongue! Huzzah! I think I need like 6 more, though. Well, 5 if you count that one. I think that's where I'm at. I don't like how far I'm having to go across water. Alright, where's your den? Oh, good God. You guys suck. Oh, my God. Oh, no! Oh, no! Where'd you guys come from? Can you kill the worms, please? Yes. Do that. I'm going to hang out on this lily pad while whatever chaos is happening over there happens. That was crazy. Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, the lily pads were a blessing then. Ooh, nice. Dead. Okay. Also dead. Goodbye. Oh. What? How'd you survive? Well, you didn't for long, so that's good. A tongue? Anybody? Anybody? Give me a tongue. No? Boo. Okay, what else? Who else? Ah! These trees! No! Okay. Oh, good. Can you... Ah! Butt munch. Oh, nice. Tongue! Well, that was one of the things I wanted to do while I was down here. I really want this ore that's next to you, sir. No? Okay. Okay, it is 10:40. I need to not get too into the fact that I just got into a new... Oh, god dang it, look at all this ore! Is that more? Don't keep looking as I keep looking. Alright. Alright. Oh. Well, that was worth it, but still, like, I'm pushing it. Okay. Oh. I thought that was outside for a second. I was like, is it supposed to rain today? Okay. I have a lot of health, and I've got plenty of time. As long as I don't get caught up in another one of those holy crap, they're all over me fights. Should be good. Oh, crap. Oh, a room! This is the room that's not gonna suck, too, isn't it? No. Worms. More worms. Well, you know what? Even though I didn't get a bunch of stuff this time, at least I didn't waste my keys on stupid crap like that. There was that one that was emeralds, which would have been nice. But, like, I'm not super hard up for emerald shards at the minute, so I'm not really fussed. I would rather save the keys. I hate these trees. Get your chainsaw out and stop being stubborn about it. Okay. Oh, that's right, because I still got to put stuff in the elevator. Okay. And where's my trolley? There we go. Excuse me? Excuse me? I thought the point was that you could do all that. Is that not the point? Well, if I'm doing it wrong, or if it's changed now, or maybe I just misunderstood. I thought you could do the thing. Risky behavior. Stay in the mines after midnight. I'll take that achievement. All right. That was an intense day. Okay. I'm good. We're good. I need a collection point. Should I just go ahead and do a collection point here, or should I just schlep them? No. At least this worked. Because, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just misunderstood what people were saying, you know? When they were saying you could do that. I probably was like working at the same time I was listening to the tips and tricks. And therefore may have misinterpreted their instructions. But when I looked these guys up on the wiki, these were like 26k a piece. Really don't need a spare iron. I'm glad I had enough room on my person. Not that there wasn't stuff I could have just left behind, but I'm glad that I could just stuff it all in my pockets and run, you know? And I got an achievement because I... What's it? Because I was being ridiculous. All right. I also kind of feel like I should have collection points near all of the different telepads. Like, I feel like that might be a good idea. For times just like this. Oh, I really wish I had time for more days. But I really have... I have 2 voice recordings I have to do. And then I have to edit those videos completely. And then I still have 2 store trips to do. I have to make a whole list for the stuff that I need to take with me on my trip. I have to make sure my computer is all updated, because apparently you have to be able to turn on your laptop when you fly. I'm assuming to prove that it's an actual working laptop. So that's fine. But wouldn't it just suck to be like, and now Windows needs an update at the airport? So I'm going to try and make sure that's all set up. I got to finish the last load of laundry I've got going on. Trying to think of what else I got to do. I don't know. There's other stuff. My listing brain has got to, you know, I've got to take a few minutes between stream and then the next chunk of checklist so that my brain can reset. But isn't this the kind of game where you just never want to stop? It sucks to stop. Especially like, okay, so this morning I was like, I have time for 2 in-game Dinkum days. And I made that time for 2 days be 1 day because I was like, ooh, I could do this one last thing. Ooh, I could do this one last thing. And then like, I was like, oh, I really don't have time to do anything else, or I don't have time to do a whole nother day. Well, what else do I want to get done? And what can I actually do in late? Well, I'm so glad you hung out. It was lovely to have you here. Hopefully it gave you some giggles and some peace and, you know, whatever else you needed it to be. That's what I hope for. So... And I enjoyed having the company. So, I don't even remember how many of these did I get. How many did I get? I lost that one trap. That's a bummer, but whatever. When I finally do get around to making iron traps in earnest, that one will not, you know, it'll be a drop in the bucket of resources. So, good. But my grass is all mowed already because I had to mow that so we could have fireworks, which is always good. I dealt with composting, which is both fascinating and gross to deal with composting. Okay, I need to go drop off all my crop. And none of my animals are like desperate for petting, so that's nice to not feel pressure for that. Theoretically, I could go shear and milk everyone, too. What do you want? 5 tin ore. I will give them 3 tin bars. He's not going to be running around right now, though. If I leave this on the board, it'll be there tomorrow. I'm not going to take it right now. I don't even know why I looked at it. Okay. We'll put stuff in these. Whew. We'll drop stuff off here. I don't even know if I'm going to bother with the animals and stuff. 1 day of not doing stuff is not going to kill me. We trade being productive in the mines for, like, for, you know. How much ore did I get? I put it away already, didn't I? I did. I didn't even look. Oh, I have 273. Awesome. I'm not going to start smelting it either, though. Okay. That's good, though. That's good, good, good. That's a very productive run. I know I already had, like, 100, like, maybe 110 or something. So, oh. Put this in your bar. Put this on the charger. I didn't even really use up a lot of my, jackhammer. There we go. I was like, there's a word. All of this is good. I'm gonna put my traps. Okay, so I had 12 with the iron one, which I've lost. So 12 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 6. So I trapped 5 of the fancy frillies. Oh. Which is pretty good. Eventually, I'm going to put a chest by the... What? By, like, the airport and by the mine shaft so that all of the stuff that I regularly need to take will get, like, just a dedicated spot for pick up and drop off so I don't have to think about it so hard. But that's a future me problem, and a now me problem is just making sure all of my stuff gets put in their boxes before bedtime. Because I was like, well, just do it, you know, before you know, like when you play again. And then I'm like, you're going to be annoyed if you do that. If you leave that kind of crap waiting for cleanup after. I can put away some of the weapons. I can put away these chests. The food, the flour. Okay. There's so much to remember. This can go in there. This can go in there. The spare spear. I'm going to put that back in there. I usually carry around 1 fire bat. Oh, I had both shovels because I needed to. Where's my compactor? There it is. I was starting to have a panic moment there for a second. I was like, that thing is expensive. Where the hell did it go? All right. Food. I got some of my food used up. Mostly because I hoard it. And so I try to remember to use it when I go to the mines just because it's like it's there. Most of it's free, you know? Actually, one of my favorite things is when somebody's like, oh, you have a thing on, like a, you know, food item on you. And then you get to give it to them right away. Like, I'll get a gift from somebody, and then somebody else will be like, ooh, can I have that? It's like, yes, yes, you can. I don't want it. You have it. Then you get, like, 2 daily tasks, you know, like the job's done in the same day. There was nothing else, right? That was it? That was it enough, anyway. All right. Whew. Yeah, it's like the best. Here, or, you know, I think Melvin once was like, I want a piece of furniture. So I bought a piece of furniture from him and then immediately gave it to him. And he was like, thanks. Like, all right, man. Alrighty. Well, I feel like it was pretty productive, but it was a lot of prep. And we're still waiting for, like, farm rearranging. But all things said, I think I got a decent amount of stuff done. I got a decent amount of ore. I don't know. My brain is jellified right now, so I can't even remember all the stuff that I actually got done, besides yapping. And that's, like, my specialty. So, lots of panicking in the mine. Anyway, I won't be here on Thursday. I will be out of town. I may or may not be here on next Sunday because I get back in town Saturday evening, and depending on how tired I am, you know, like how much my family has missed me, you know, we might make it just like a kind of quiet at home day, but I'm not sure. Like, we'll see. We'll see what next week's, how that feels. But I should be back the week after, back to normal. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely day, nighttime, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye. And thank you.